Hey guys, this is Fatima with the Twirling Feathers. I am here again to show you a really beginner friendly crochet project that I think you will enjoy. Look at this adorable little hat. How cute is that with the little pom-pom? This is just too cute. This is adorable on a little snowman, or as a little ornament hung up just by itself. So cute. Very easy, very quick to do. So let me show you how we make these. So first you're going to need, I'm going to use a G. So, different size hooks are going to make your little hat bigger or smaller. So, but I'm going to use a G for this little hat. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You can use a donning needle, or you can use your hook when we're weaving in the ends, but you choose whatever you want to do. I'm going to use this color green this go round. And so yes, let's make this. This is just so cute. Let's just make this hat. All right, so first what you're going to need to do is you're going to go ahead and chain 15. And this is like really super easy hat to do. So you're going to chain 15. Make sure I'm in the frame here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you've got 15. And then on the second chain from the hook, you are going to slip stitch. So on that chain right there, you're just going to slip stitch through. And you're going to do the rest of them the same way. You're just putting your hook in there, you're pulling the thread through, and then pulling it through your loop. So this first row is always a little hard because you don't really have a whole lot to grip, but just take your time, slip stitch it through, and then once you get this one done, the other rows work up really quickly. So just make sure you get every single one, and try to not be tight with your stitches. Try to be even throughout, because sometimes people tend to make their stitches a little too tight on that chain, and then it's hard for you to stick your hook through there. Don't make it too loose, but don't make it super duper tight. All right, so we have got all of our stitches right here. So now all you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, you're going to turn your work. So now what you're going to be doing is, okay, there's those little, that chain right there. Here's the front, here's the back. You're going to go in the back loop only. So you're going to take your needle, or your hook, you're going to go in that back loop right there, and we're going to do single crochet. So you're going to pull it up like this. You got 2, and you go through. So that's your single crochet right there. So you're going to do it again. Back loop, pull through 2, single crochet right there. Pull through. And the rest of this, so you're going to do 24 rows total, and the rest of the rows are just doing this. You're just doing single crochets in the back loop. And that's all you're going to do. And like I said, the first 1, 2 rows is a little bit harder to hold a little bit, but once you get it going, okay, you're going to chain 1, you're going to turn, and you're going to do the same thing again. Back loop only, and you single crochet. I'm going to do this row, and then I'm going to do the rest of them off camera because you don't really need to watch me do 24 rows of these, but I think you get the picture of what you need to do. So just back loop only, single crochet. And what that does, it creates that little ridge on each one of these, so it kind of gives it almost like that knitted kind of look. Okay, chain one, turn, and you're going to do the same thing. So the only thing I suggest is periodically just make sure you still have your same amount of stitches. But see how it's creating that little cute little, those little rows right there. That's so cute. All right, so go ahead and finish the rest of it. Get your 24 rows on, and then come on back and we're going to do the next step. Okay guys, so I've got my piece done. I stopped at 20 because this yarn is a little thicker than this one, and I didn't want my hat to be bigger than this one here. So I stopped at 20, but you can go to, like I said, 24. So what I'm going to do is, that's my last stitch right there, and see what I was talking about. You want to make sure that you're kind of keeping it somewhat even so that when you close it up, it all kind of meets real nicely like that. All right, so I am going to, I went ahead and already threaded my needle with my yarn, and I left a big enough tail. So I'm going to end that off right there. And I'm going to put the two, or the wrong sides, together like this. Close them up like this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take my needle with my thread, or with my yarn, and I'm just kind of going to go those back loops and just kind of slip stitch it all the way down. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth. I have a smaller needle, but I did not bring it out here. But this is fine. And that's all you're doing, is just kind of going back and forth to close it off. Like I said, this is such an easy little hat to make. If you've made the pumpkins before, it's kind of the same concept, same idea, almost like, honestly, it's the same stitch actually. The only difference with the hat, you're going to close the top part all the way, but you're not going to close the bottom. Whereas the pumpkins, you did both the top and bottom. You close those off. So I'm at my top here. So since I still have plenty of yarn left on my needle, I want to make sure, so you want to make sure it's nice and straight. And then I don't want to, when I go around the top here, I don't want to pull my yarn and then all this pull up. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I kind of give it a kind of make it to where it's not going to do that. So I'm just going to give it a little knot right there. All right, so you've got this right here. So now you're going to take your needle and you're going to run it kind of like a little running stitch across the top. There's no right or wrong way really to do this. You're just going to kind of weave it in and out of your stitches. And now you're closing up your hat. I don't know if you can hear my ducks, but my ducks are coming around the corner and they're coming towards my workshop so I can hear them. Okay, so you've gone all the way around. So now you can kind of give it a nice little tug to close that up. And then you can kind of just finish it off by doing a few more kind of crisscross stitches. And then I always like to just kind of give it a little extra knot right there. All right, so you got the top of your hat closed, as you can see. And then I'm going to run this inside just to pull that yarn in. There we go. And I can cut that off. Okay. And now you've got your little hat right there. And then this piece here, I'm just going to go ahead and take my needle or my crochet hook, and I'm just kind of going to weave it. I'm going to make a loop right there. I'm going to pull this end so that I can finish it off towards the front here. All right. And we can cut that off. And then you can fold your little hat. I just think these are just so cute. Okay. So you've got your little hat. How adorable is that? And then you can either get a pom-pom that's already made and glue it on top here, but I'm going to make a pom-pom like I made this one here for this hat from the yarn that I crocheted it with. So I'm just going to take my yarn and I just used my fingers. So my 2 fingers, I just left a little tail so I can tie it when I'm ready, but I just kind of used my fingers and I wrapped it probably about 20 times. So this is 20 right there. Put it on that side. Okay. And then what I did was, now you can use a little piece of cardboard. You can do a little separate little piece that you can wrap it up in, but I just did it on my fingers. It was easy, quick. So, and then I cut me another piece and I go ahead and fish it through my fingers here. But like I said, you can use cardboard to do this. I just did it like this. Fish it through. Give it a nice little knot. And then once you're comfortable enough, you can slip it off your fingers, tie it nice and tight. And then I just always do two knots. Okay, so these are the ones I'm going to use to tie in. I'm going to cut these off right here so I don't have all these extra long ones. And then I'm going to go ahead and just cut my little loops. And like I said, you can make your pom-poms whichever way you want. I do have some little pom-pom makers, but sometimes it's just quicker sometimes to do it this way or with a little piece of cardboard. Especially when you think about making one at the spur of the moment and you haven't grabbed any of your little pieces to make it with. So I'm just going to give it a little trim. Hopefully I'm still in the frame. You don't have to wrap it 20 times. You can wrap it less, whatever, whatever you want to do, whatever size pom-pom you want to make. Okay. So I got my pom-pom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hook. I'm going to go up the middle of my hat right there. I'm going to grab one of these little loops or one of these little strands and pull it through. And then I'm going to go again and kind of stay close, but not on the same, not the same hole, but a little bit over. And I'm going to grab that one. And then you have it in here like that. And then I'm just going to tie it nice and tight. Make another knot, and usually I'll do 3 just to make sure that it stays on there. Cut that off. And how adorable is that? Clear the way here so you can appreciate how adorable it is. But there you go. How cute is that? I mean, hello. Anyway, I hope you get excited about making these as much as I do, because look how cute. Just too cute. Like I said before, I hope you make these, and make sure you post any pictures of them if you do. And I will continually bring you some easy crochet projects to do. And I hope you enjoyed this, and come on back and see us, and have a great day.